Good afternoon to everybody. Uh, for I'm Sapthami Gowda. For those of you who don't know me, I'm an actress. Currently, that's my profession. Gives me immense happiness. A few years ago, I was a software engineer, worked for about 9 months. And previous to that, I was an engineering student like all of you. I did my civil engineering. Even before that, I was a student and an athlete. I'm a national level swimmer and a triathlete. I competed in on the national level in swimming up until 2018. That was until I finished my engineering. So that's a little bit about me. But I think everything fell into place, and I'm here today because of Kantara. And the first time I did my TEDx talk, started off by saying that I know there have been a lot of speakers, a lot of people who are working, make social changes, third world problems. They're all there solving that, and they're all achievers, and they're all trying to motivate you to become better people, better humans. And I'm not here to do that. I'm just here to tell you my story about how having a dream and believing in it very, very strongly has gotten me here today. And in that process of me sharing my journey, if one of you or two of you are motivated by it, and then I think I'll be really, really very happy about that. So to start off, like I won't talk to you about the before. So I'll tell you how I got into the movie. So I just finished engineering, and like any other engineer, so I was working in Accenture, and then I quit after 9 months. I realized that it wasn't something that gave me happiness, and I have been the kind of person that I haven't done anything that hasn't given me happiness in my life. It could be, I don't know, the notion of it, or I have a very delusional outlook about life, or you can call it whatever you want to. So, 9 months into it, I realized I said, but I was also selfish because I took a bonus and then I said, okay, thanks, bye, this is not my place. So, so bonus taking that, after that, I quit Accenture. And I thought, okay, fine. So my parents also like, so what next? I said, no, I have a bit of savings, so let's see what's going to happen. So this savings thing came into picture because of my parents. Both my dad and mom have been very, very encouraging and supportive of everything that my sister and I do, both of us. My sister's a doctor. My dad especially always used to say that boy or girl doesn't matter, you have to be financially independent. Even if it means that you're earning 1,000 rupees a month, it is your money and nobody can come and ask for it. And it's yours. So you want to give it, you can give it. If you don't, you can keep it. So, and the other thing that they mainly focused on was education. Because at the end of the day, anybody can take anything from you, but the knowledge that you have, I think that's something that can never be taken away from you till death. It goes to your grave. So we are a very educational based of family. So there was nobody in the family that thought about entering the glamour side, the film side. In nobody, there was not a single. That wasn't even an option for us. So because, like I said, education, and I was the first person, like the first generational breaker of things in family. Like I said no to a lot of things. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do this. Even when it came to swimming, 2018, I stopped swimming. And then my dad said, why? I mean, you're at the peak of your performance. Why do you want to quit now? I said, I think I'm done. I do not want to compete anymore because it's not giving me happiness. It seems more like I'm not enjoying it anymore. I go, practice in the morning, practice in the evening. It's just giving me a lot of stress, and I do not want to do that anymore. So that's why I stopped swimming also. And then 2018 was when I was approached for my first role, Popcorn Monkey Tiger. And 2020, the movie released. And since I'm the first person also entering the industry, the film industry, also being a girl in the family, there was a lot of questions. Why? What? How is she going to survive? The typical questions. Because the film industry has been marketed in such a way that the big stars are, you know, it's a conductor, a guy who failed first, the first standard, or somebody who did not study, or only things like that. So why you studied so much? Why do you want to enter the industry? I do not understand that bit of it. Just because you have education does not mean that you can not choose any other different creative path. So I think that's what I put across to my parents, and I think my dad was the first person who understood that too. He said, "Yeah, I mean, as long as you work or treat acting like any other job, then it should be fine." So he said, "You know what? Go ahead and give it a go. Let's see." So 2020, it released, and we were doing really well. And one of my dialogues from the movie went really, really viral. And Feb 20, we were celebrating the 25th day of the release of the movie when the lockdown happened. So everybody was very, very, they were scared. I should say they were actually very, very scared. My parents were scared, and only my immediate family was scared, and the rest of them were like, huh, we told her not to do this, like, and she's come now. Now let's see what's going to happen to her. I think I was very, very confident, overconfident, I don't know what you call, a belief that no, this is my calling. The first day I faced the camera, I knew that this is something that I will enjoy doing for the rest of my life. And so I was very confident. So my parents said, no, why don't you try, let's write GRE and all of that. I said, I can write GRE, but the country is not going to let me go out. We're locked. There's a shutdown happened in the country. There's no point. They said, let's do online. I said, no, I don't want to do anything anymore. I'm done. I graduated. I've done very well in 10th grade, 12th grade engineering. I'm done. But if there is something that I really want to learn and I want to study, I will for sure pick it up again. But as of now, I'm very confident that I don't know, something's going to come my way. And in the meantime, the restrictions were slightly, or they were taking it down, and it was slow. The industry was slightly opening up. That's when I did an ad shoot for the Karnataka government, KSTDC. I did an ad shoot about for all their properties, basically. One of those ads, a small bit of it was shot in Chamundi Hills, and that was the bit that Rishabh sir saw on his Instagram account, and he said he remembered the dialogue from the first movie, and he said, "Okay, wait, let's give her a try and let's give it a go and see how, if she'll suit the character." Firstly, they needed a face that will suit the character. So then he called me into the office, and I'm very excited, be it any project. I get really excited as long as the character excites me a lot. I'm in it. So the first day when I went, I spoke to him, and then that was the first day. I was very unaware about cola and all of that. So that was the first day I learned everything, and I think so. Opportunities, anything, like, you just have to believe. I'm a very big believer of that if you want something in your heart really, really, and you really pray for it and you really go for it, that the entire universe makes it happen. I strongly believe that, because I've never said this anywhere else, not on any stage. Right before, so this happened in July. I got the call for Kantara in July. In the month of April, I found this very, very recently, so that's why I've not spoken about it anywhere. While I was cleaning, there was a piece of paper, and I had written on that, it was dated in April, and I had written that I'm going to be a part of a movie that's going to be a blockbuster, because of which I'm going to act in several other languages with several other heroes, and this is going to be my remuneration for the movie. And believe it or not, that was exactly what I got for the movie. And Kantara happened the way it happened. So that's why I say I'm a very, very strong believer when it comes to talking positive words, and to yourself also, and opportunities. So life does not keep throwing, it's not like, it's just not going to keep throwing opportunities at you every step of the way. There's going to be that one thing, that golden opportunity where something's going to come your way, and sometimes you have to pick it up, probably go against everybody's intuition. If your intuition is really, really strong, and if you think you're crazy enough to do it, I think you have to go for it. If you're delusional enough to say, no, you know what, I think I'm going to win. and you have the belief in you, have the confidence in you, I think you should go for it. Because in this world of social media and people who comment, it's very easy for anybody to say anything and comment anything and to pull somebody, because we live in a very frustrated world. And in this frustrated world, to be actually happy, I think it takes a lot of guts. So, and when you can be happy, I think you should make others happy too, because I think that's really, really powerful to spread happiness. It's very easy to hate on somebody, it's very easy to talk about somebody, but to love and to spread happiness, I think it requires a lot of guts and to do what you really want to without falling into the societal pressure of somebody saying, no, this is your path and this is what it has to be, how it has to be done. So it takes a lot of guts and it takes a lot of effort. It's just not going to come very, very easily. For people, yeah, Kantara happened and then Sapthami suddenly, oh, wow. But there's a year worth of effort that went behind. People who say, people come up to me and say, oh, ni Mangalore avara. I say, no, I'm from Bangalore. Why? Because I stayed in Mangalore for the entire year. I picked up the dialect, and for me, I trusted my director. I trusted my gut instinct. So go for it always. And there's a lot of effort. Nothing's coming easy for sure. And I'm really grateful for that team that still stands by me for whatever and still supports me. And my teachers, my mentors, I think I have to thank them. It's a journey, and like I said, why I said that I'm an actor currently is because I don't know 10 years, 15 years down the lane. I don't know, probably something else that's giving me happiness, probably if some business that I pick up gives me happiness, probably I'll be there. I really have no idea. Right now, this gives me, like I said, so much happiness. I love being in front of the camera. I love doing characters. And another thing that I would like to say to all of you is, if in a room of people in this time and in this age of social media, if we pick somebody and ask them, so could you please tell me about yourself? I think the first thing they'll say is their name, their age, what they are, what they want to do, what their profession is, and they make that their identity. And I think firstly, identify who you are, like know who you are from the within. If somebody comes up to you and asks you who you are, your name is just not you, your profession is not your identity. So I would just like to finish that. If somebody probably walks up to me today, if I'm at this stage today through 28 years, whatever I've been through, probably again, 6 years, 7 years down the lane, that could have changed if somebody comes and asks me who I am. But today, if somebody comes and asks me who I am, I'd probably say I'm kind, I'm empathetic, I'm very funny, I laugh at the most stupidest jokes, I have a great sense of humor, and I am resilient. I'm a tad bit emotional for sure. But more than that, I win in whatever I do. I'm always a winner and I will continue to win. So always, always know who you are. And in the end, thank you everybody. I'm Sapthami. Have a great day.